Hi guys, this is Levani, and as I promised in this video, I'll share my trading rules. These rules are incredibly simple, and at first you might think, how can something this basic actually work? But the truth is that the trading is really simple, and we are just the ones who complicate it. From a young age, many of us are taught to believe that making money requires hard work and endless efforts, and so when we came across an easy money opportunity, our subconscious resists it. So we start overthinking, adding some unnecessary work, do some researches, and doing meaningless tasks to justify our decision. But that's not how it works. In this video, I'll explain my rules, teach you my trading setup, and show you exactly how it works on the chart. Once you understand, you'll be able to identify it on your own. It's very simple, guys. This setup has a win rate around 80%, and however, the hardest part in this is just the patience. You must wait and wait and only take a trade when all the three criteria are met. So yes, as you see, I use fair value gaps, I use ICT concepts, but differently. I only focus on fair value gaps, not order blocks, not breaker blocks, not optimal trade entries or something else. Just fair value gaps, and even that I approach differently, and I will explain this. My rules are very simple. So guys, first of all, what I need to say that I only trade NQ and ESE mini futures from 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Eastern time, and it's essential that you also need to trade only these two index futures and trade them together with me during this time. This is because of the first rule from my setup, and I will explain by detail. Here are my trading rules. So, rule number one, both NQ and ES must be within a higher time frame fair value gap. Yes. Rule number one is to see both correlation pairs in a rejection zone. Rule number two, there must be a fair value gap on the most recently formed swing, and this fair value gap can be on the 1 minute or 3 or 5 minute chart, and if multiple fair value gaps exist, we only mark the highest one. In this case, we have 5-minute chart, and we have 5-minute fair value gap right here. Rule number three, we wait for the fair value gap to be clearly broken, and this means that if the fair value gap is formed by bearish candle, we wait for the bullish candle to close above the fair value gap zone, and if we have fair value gap and which is formed by bullish candle, we wait for the bearish candle to close below the zone. So after these conditions are met, we open a position, we set the stop loss just below or above the candle body, and we trade with a fixed 1:2 risk reward ratio. So in this example, we see that NQ is in a 4-hour fair value gap right here. So we also need to see if ES is in a fair value gap. So as we see, the ES also touched one daily fair value gap. So our first criteria is checked and done well. So we move to next criteria. So next criteria is to see if we have some lower time frame fair value gap formation on the recently formed swing low for this example right here, and we have 5-minute fair value gap, and we write that this is the 5-minute fair value gap. And finally, we also see that this 5-minute fair value gap is broken by 5-minute bullish candle, this one. So we open position, stops goes below to the bodies, candle bodies, and we trade 1 to 2 reward risk ratio. But there is also some specification. If you have several fair value gaps, for example 1, 3 and 5 minute fair value gap, only mark highest one. So in this example we have 5 minute fair value gap, and also at this time we have 3 minute fair value gap as well, right here. This one also is a 3 minute, and if we have several fair value gaps, we only mark highest one. And whatever time frame fair value gap we have, we are waiting for the candle of that time frame to break this fair value gap. In this case, we need the 5 minute bullish candle to break the red box. So guys, that was the long position of the setup, and I'm gonna show you the short position as well, and here it is. We also have 30-minute fair value gap right here. We go and check if I have higher time frame FVG. No, we don't have, we only have 1 minute. And that's it. That was short, that was long, that was short. It's really simple. You can go and check any other days, and you'll find out that this setup works really well, really well. So in the next video, I will show my position executions in real time, and see you.